welcome to Wealthdom. My name is Norbert B.M. I'm the founder and portfolio manager here at Wealthdom, and these are the subjects for today. We're going to talk about current market events, the week ahead. We're going to comment on yesterday's performance of the market. Then we're going to take a look at commodities, forex, and cryptocurrency markets. And then we're going to go into our main topic, OpenAI's new ChatGPT, and of course, risk in the market, how to assess it, and how to manage the market from here on. So before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell in order to get notified when we post new videos like this. Okay, so let's get into the very first topic, which is of course these market events. So let's take a look at the market today. It is September the 13th, and here are the main economic events for today. The Michigan consumer sentiment is going to come out today. We expect a forecast of 68 from a prior point from 67.9. We can see in the diagram here that they are on a constant decline. So what is the Michigan consumer? Well, they're basically focusing on consumer prospects, on own financial situation, overall economic sentiment in the near. The diagram right here shows you the Michigan consumer sentiment index over the past year with a clear decrease in consumer sentiment starting roughly in May, then equaling out in August, and we are going to see now in September how it's going to be released. Looking at the week ahead, we're pretty much done here. It is the 13th of September. We're closing up the week. We only have one more report, that's the Michigan consumer sentiment, and then we have on Saturday, we have industrial production year to year in China, which is reducing. So they are expecting a forecast of 4.8 from a 5.1, as you can see. And in order to check out all of the events, please visit the blog, visit the site. You're going to see all of the blog posts where we commented on all of these events. Now, looking back on yesterday, we saw the S&P closing in the positive with 0.75, the NASDAQ closing up also in the positive with 97, and the Dow closing up roughly closing in a 0.75 plus. It did open on the negative side, so it was a pretty good surprise to see the Dow, as you can see here, closing up positively. So let's take a look at commodities. We do see them all opening up. Now, these are futures. We see the futures opening up slightly in the positive side with oil looking positive, gold looking positive, silver looking positive. Copper was just a second ago negative, but it is positive now. For foreign exchange, we see the dollar weakening a bit, which is good, and also the yen strengthening. Not that good, but who knows, maybe a surprise carry trade will hit us over the weekend. Because we do see cryptocurrencies weakening, crypto being down, especially Bitcoin. And because crypto is looking to open down, it could be signaling a retraction in the market. Now, I recommend keeping an eye on Bitcoin over the weekend. So today is Friday, keep an eye on it over the weekend and add a couple of stop losses. It may turn out to be helpful. Okay, we don't have any kind of earnings today, so we're going to just skip ahead to the main topics, which the first one is OpenAI. Who would have thought they're coming closer and closer to replacing us? I'm just kidding. So OpenAI released the O1 reasoning. They call it reasoning AI, which is OpenAI's O1. It's a first model with reasoning abilities. I'm extremely curious how this will work. Now, the rumored strawberry model is here. Okay, so this is going to be a strawberry model, and it is, at least the companies say that this is the one that can handle complex queries, but it's going to cost much more. How much more? I think it was $5 per million queries in GPT-4 Omni, and this is going to be $15, so 3 times more. Now, this will be the first in a planned series of reasoning models, and they're trying to, this is actually the model that has been trained to answer more complex queries. So they say it's going to be faster than a human. Okay, now the big boss at OpenAI said that O1 is the first model that achieves this milestone. So they're working on multiple reasoning models, and the O1 is the first one that achieves the milestone that is important towards the human level intelligence. So we're going to stay tuned to this one. They did have another round of funding. Everybody got in there. They got a lot of money. So they have nearly infinite funds now. They can do a lot of stuff, which is great, I must say. Now, let's talk about the markets, because I do have a couple of concerns here in the markets in the near term. Let's just say there is risk there, and I did my calculation. There's more risk than reward. So the market is still in a fragile state, and the global economy is still trying to find its footing. And in near-term stock market rallies should be treated carefully, maybe even taking it back a notch. So take a bit of profit, don't sell everything. I would suggest, again, you must do your own research. This is not financial advice. Please seek out a professional financial advisor. I'm not a professional financial advisor. But what I'm seeing is rebalancing could be here a pretty good opportunity, especially because we have 5 up days in a row. This is going to be the 5th. Markets are due to open positive. So if this closes today on a positive side, I'm pretty curious how Monday will handle itself. So this is where Bitcoin comes in. Look at Bitcoin over the weekend and you will know how Monday will open. So next up, let's talk a bit about risk and reward analysis. I did my analysis and I basically had the following. You're going to find this on the blog. So actually, I'm going to show you this really quickly. So you're going to find this on the blog. I assessed the following concerns. The market has, 4 consecutive days with the 5th coming of positive, which is for me a medium risk. Then we have the fear greed index on a neutral. So it's a medium risk. Presidential elections to have high risk. Inflation could recharge after a brief pause. Inflation also has a risk to reignite after a brief pause. We did have, or we will have next week, the rate cuts, which also are, well, that they will happen are a high possibility. So it's low risk that it won't happen because the market already priced it in. So low risk, but there could be a surprise. Normally they should cut 25. Market is 50-50 on the 25-50 basis points. If there will be a surprise, I'm counting this as medium risk. If there will be a surprise, it's not going to be good for the market. Now the trade wars are escalating, as you saw in the last days. This is why TSMC is not behaving that well. Also, ASML is not behaving that well. ASML has a massive correction. Now, this is a high risk, the trade war escalation. The global economy is slowing down. It's slowing down. It's not slow. It's just slowing down. So it's a medium risk. And geopolitical tensions is also a medium risk. We do have geopolitical tensions. So we have 2 wars. There's no third war. They are ongoing. We cannot see when they're ending. So the risk is medium. There's no risk that there will be a new war. We know we have 2 wars, they're ongoing. We don't know when they're going to end, so it's a medium risk. Now, the total risk right now is 70.83. How am I calculating this? It's complex. I'm going to show you one day. This is currently the risk, over 70%. So you can do your own assessments. You can throw in variables here. Now, the upside, the reward is maybe 2 to 3. Come on, let's be realistic. Do you see a new, even if you see a new top before the election, can it be higher than 2 to 3% from where we are now? We can already see we are throttling here. So even if we are going to have today a new positive day, is this going to push the markets even further? I believe not. So manage risk accordingly. With this being said, have a lovely day. Stay safe out there. Subscribe, hit the like button, share this video, click that notification bell. Love you all. Stay safe. My name is Norbert B.M. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.